Yeshua brings redemption when you follow him. I pray it's for the high call, and that's the way it is. I'm walking with Yeshua, now that's the way I live. Rough ways, just follow, come sail with us. So we blessed. Is this the walk? Never stress. Here's the highest request, that you keep a large gap between you and the world. And when Yeshua comes, he gon' make some noise. He gon' wake them up. The dead in Christ rise first, that's a joyful noise. Children of the light, let your light shine. Let the whole world know that he's awesome, mighty, got a perfect story. Give him all the glory. Now do like David did and dance for the Father, cause he's blessed, she's blessed, we blessed, we blessed.
TBT Radio Live.
I'm a blessed one, fam, that's right. I give it up to the fly guy on high, the one that picked me up, set me on my feet. I'm kingdom bound, so I stay meek. I keep my soul on fleek. What you think I'm weak? Because it's truth I see. Christ is the goal, he's a holy light. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, but keep the kingdom in sight, because it's top flight. Now I lay me down to sleep, pray to God my soul to keep. If the prize is Christ I seek, take these shackles off my feet and let me dance, hey, and raise my hand, hey, because I'm blessed by the best, and his name is, y'all know the rest.
Oh boy, COE just missed another one.
Peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing out there? It's great to be back here at TBT Radio. We're your host, Chop.
And it's your brother, Shamnawa Allah.
Yes, sir. Here at TBT Radio going live. So, hey, if y'all ain't already did it, make sure y'all like, get in that comment section, and definitely share this thing around and tell somebody that we going live. And this is a very, very special night tonight.
Very special. So go tell your friends, family, tell your the body, whoever, man. Just let them know. Come on in, tune in for this very insightful show. I think it's gonna be great, momentous, So, like Bron just stated, man, y'all hear the music. I don't want to dive all the way into that already, but man, that Stay Blessed coming off that album, man. Yes, we was over here vibing behind the cameras. If you didn't know,
Yeah,
but now you know. But yeah, I pray everyone is having a blessed day. Got a lot of
stay blessed.
Hey, we need to stay blessed, man. We done went through the curses long enough, right?
Right,
Yeah, so
right.
I'm loving that. So yeah, go ahead and share it. About to dive into it. Got a lot of guests with us tonight, and man, just coming to share some information with us that we feel like the world needs to know about our beloved sister Bayan Gabarah. Man, this is a tribute to her. And like Chop and I know, man, it was definitely on our list to bring her on. But the Father's perfect in His will, right? He set it up just the way it is, how he wanted it to be. So tonight, we're praying and hoping that we're moving according to His will and His confirmation. All right? So, without further ado, we're going to bring on her beautiful sister, the glue behind all of this, putting in a lot of work, picking up the torch of her sister and making all this happen. Our sister, Abada. Bring her in. Let's give her a round of applause, man. Looking beautiful tonight. The glow. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
How you doing,
Yes,
sis?
I'm doing well. Thank you for just inviting us all on your show. I know my sister was really excited when you guys talked to her last year about coming onto the show. She's like, Lisa, the COE, they invited me onto the show. And I'm like,
praises.
that's nice. And she's like, did you hear me? I'm like, I heard you. She was just so excited. She's very a passionate person. And when she's passionate about something, she goes all the way. And she was very humble in her craft because she wanted to not be able to lead astray, to going the other way, to being able to speak to people at their level, So she started off with, let me go back to the beginning. Basically, she got her music from our dad. He was a musician and a saxophone player, and he wrote music. So knowing that, I'm like, oh, that's why she has that little that talent of writing, and she can write a song in like a day. I'm like, how do you do that? And so she started off before coming to the truth. She was working with her son and her niece, that's Rarathia, as you know her, or Amber, as I know her. And they were like 9 years old, and she was really passionate about getting them at where they wanted to be. So they basically ended up on a well-known show called BET. They won a contest, and at that point, I think it was in 2010. I'm not really sure. Around that time, my brother, now Bishop Azan, came into this truth, and he's like, now that we made it, he's saying, you guys, I think this is not right. I think I'm heading towards another genre. And he said, truth music. And I'm like, what is that? What is it? What are you talking about? I didn't understand. So he was trying to explain it to me. It went over my head. And he just said, you know what, I'm gonna talk to Laura, which is Byan, and she would get it, but she didn't get what he was saying at all. For like 2 years, he basically, her own experience with Israelites is that they were basically talking to her like in the 90s. And wow. Someone said, hey, she was married to a Mexican, and they were like, we got to kill your children because you're in a mixed marriage. And so that was her experience. So coming into 2010, when my brother said, hey, you know that you are an Israelite, and she said, no, I'm not. And he was just he said, okay, I have to go slow with her. So she kind of like dismissed it about 2 years. For 2 years, she's always a good researcher. She researches everything. She's a historian of her family, and she loves family. That's one of the things that she really loves, family. And when she came into the understanding of this truth, her family opened up big, and that's what she was passionate about with her music and her family. And she just wanted to really give the message to her music, that everyone can understand music. So she was, one word is humble and passionate. 2 words: humble and passionate. And when she, let me go back, when she actually understood what my brother was talking to her, ministering to her for about a year, she was saying, okay, this is about the people, or is a place? Is Israel a people or is it a place? So she was confused on that. And so once he got to, I think, explain that, I think it's in Exodus chapter 1, he went there and told her that, these are the 12 tribes, and explain it that way. Then she was able to receive it, and then that's why he basically planted the seed, and then she came and ministered to me and brought me into the truth. And I wasn't listening to her or him for 3-4 years.
So if I may ask,
I was
right?
about to ask.
If I may ask, what was you all or the family's faith before the truth?
We're a Christian. We grew up. My uncle is a pastor for like 40 years, and so we grew up in the Christian church. And I had like a lot of questions myself, and when she finally kind of like came at my level to which I can understand, then I was floored. I was like,
So let's speak about that, right? So you said she came down to your level. If you could if you can recall it, right? Maybe it could help some of us, or some of us that are seeking to reach family members and things of that nature. What was the topic, or what did she do in her action, or in her, what she was bringing
okay,
forth
so
that helped you understand it?
Yes, so I'll tell you, we were also studying. She studied with her children. That's how she brought her kids into the truth. Not all of them, but they were underage, so she made sure they listened to Elder Ricard's, the lesson. And she always invited me to come to hear a lesson. And I'm like, you're following a cult, sister, and I'm not really part of that. So I went to my room, and they went to their room. They all sitting like a bunch. I'm like, you guys are sitting like what do they call it? Refugees, because they're like sitting with their legs crossed. And I'm like, this is wrong, sister. I went in my room, and every single week, do you want to come to hear a lesson? No. And then one day, I'm like, she asked me so many times, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna put nothing on my head. She goes, sister, you don't have to do that. You don't have to. Just come with this and listen. So she met me where I was at that time. And I listened to the lesson. I think it was on holidays. And I was, I had certain questions as a kid, like, how does this Christmas relate to Christ? How does, the Easter bunnies, how is that being a newborn? All these little questions, even like when I was older and 30 years old, I had someone to ask me, was I hiding under a rock? Because I said, there's something deeper than just my color of my skin, because it has to be something deeper, And so back to my sister, once I saw that I forgot the name. It's on the holidays. In like the first 30 minutes, I was just, water was just coming out of my eyes, and everything that I had questions for at 12 years old, at 15 years old, at 20 years old, at 30 years old, it was like this. It was in my mind. It was like a flashback, answering all my questions for the last, I'm telling my age, but for the last 30 years. So yeah, and I didn't go back because I stopped going to church pretty much around 19 because I thought I knew it all. I'm like, okay, I know it all because the lessons that I was hearing, it was good lessons, but it's just repeating itself over and over and over. But I didn't know it all. And I'm like, my sister talked to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was on my way to hell. Like literally, I had a front row seat. And I just changed everything from the way from the way I dress, and everything changed. I'm not saying I'm not perfect. We're still working on,
as we all are.
Yes, yes. But I have a whole bunch of improvement. I was asking my niece Kim, like, she's like, do you notice something about me? She said, yeah, I see a lot of change on you. And one thing about my sister, we have an agreement. In the last 2 years, she changed a lot. She changed a lot. We make each other accountable for ourselves. So she's like, if I'm doing something, please let me know, and please say it right away. Don't wait.
And that's what we all should welcome, right?
Yes.
As believers and followers of Christ. Go ahead.
Yeah, we made each other accountable, and that's a good thing, to make each other accountable, because we lived together for the last 2 years. So she knows exactly what I do, and I know exactly what she's doing. And I hear, walk by her room, I hear conversations and stuff like that. But it's a blessing that she was able to have the patience.
Right, that's what I was just going to speak on. All praises for her patience with you, and enduring, not giving up on you, being consistent, understanding that she saw the love that you had for the Most High, and she didn't give up on you. All praises for that. And now we're here, right?
Yes, and now we're here. And I sent you a picture that she posted, and it said on the picture, she has her braids on, this nice little picture. It says, before I was formed in the womb, I knew you before you were born. I set you apart. And she put that on Facebook, and I didn't see it until one of her friends posted it when she, had passed. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that picture before. She was just, every single time she was like, Lisa, it's like we're the chosen people, and it's not just being chosen. It's like she has just a love for the Most High. She has a love for Christ, and that's why she wanted to do she took the music and transferred it to bringing people into this truth. And she brought me, and she had her daughter, some of her children, her friends. So some of them are in different states too. So.
So speaking of her daughter, all right. So we did show that picture. It's actually up on the screen now. For those that are watching, this is our beloved sister here. All right. And as you can see, she was a soldier in the Lord's army. How they used to say in the Christian church, in the Lord's army, right?
Lord's.
So she was doing that work. She put her work in. And we see one of her fruits. Let's bring another one of her fruits in. Her beautiful daughter, Kimberly. Sister Kimberly. Let's welcome her.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. And I see you have a personality. So, hey, is this how she was, or are you a spitting
She
image
gave it
of
to
it?
me. Yes, yes. She was very happy and, full of jokes and comedy. Missed that so much. She brought me into the truth. She raised me. She did everything for me. So, I it's hard talking about her from the past, but she was oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't want to cry, but she was a very amazing woman, and I miss her so much. It's been like 9 months. I'm sorry, but yeah, she like I said, she raised me. I have 5 kids. She loved all of her grandbabies. She watched all of them pretty much grow. My 2-year-old, obviously, she didn't get to see, but she loved music. She wanted me to sing on one of her tracks, but I'm really shy when it comes to singing. So maybe in the future, with other artists, if the opportunity comes,
we'll be looking for that.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, maybe. I do photography. She did encourage me a lot with that. I'm a nurse, so she's that industry, and I'm just like, you was correct, because I absolutely it's wild. It's a wild field to be in, especially right now. But yeah, my mom was she was awesome. Her music is amazing. I'm glad that she was able to complete her album, and
all praise.
I have my aunt, and then she left me with all of her beautiful friends in this walk. That's pretty much it. Lisa obviously has a lot more to say. She grew up with her.
Right. So
she just raised me.
So it's one thing I did want to ask you that the Most I put on my spirit to ask you, right? So I see Sister Abada, she gave us her testimony. So she did, Sister Byan did bring you into the faith as well, right?
Yes.
How was that experience?
She was talking to all of us about it. Mm-hmm.
Did you give pushback, or was it like, I agree with it initially?
You know what? I didn't really fight too much, because my mom, she really had her head on right. So, she really, honestly, your mom always guides you, like obviously the Most High sends your parents down here. I mean, and she was my mom, and she guided me. Everything that she said was right for the most part. She would tell me not to do something when I was a kid. She's like, don't do that, you're gonna get in trouble. I ended up in trouble. So she was pretty much right, so I mean, I'm glad that I listened, and I'm glad that I'm here with my people in this walk, because it's a treacherous world out there. And I have my kids are in the truth too, so all 5 of them. And my husband.
Building the kingdom. We're glad to have you. We're glad you came on the show. We're glad you came on to the show, and share that sense of humor you have. Like, I get a chance to see how she really was, and I know you are a spitting image of her. So
I'm usually pretty good. It's just talking about her in the past. It's like, dang, really? But yeah, she was very. She gave me her sense of humor for sure.
Definitely. So you're gonna carry on the legacy. You and the
I have to. So, yeah. Someone has to do it.
Con. Definitely, that's a big thing, man. Like, I only wish that I got another chance to speak to her, because I only spoke to her once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once out of that, and it was like, man.
And she was she's really excited to do like music. She like just all with my brother always flew out here to produce some music and stuff, and like I would come over and visit my brother, and I'd see her, and I'm just like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm in her room right now. Can I show Auntie Lisa?
Yeah.
This is her room.
Man, come on now.
Setup.
Oh, she got the setup. That's what
she has the setup, like her little speaker area for headphones. So
Oh,
praise
to the Most High.
She's dedicated. She wanted to get that music out there for the Most High. So
So that's where the spirit was entering in
Right.
there in this moment. You all see it.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is beautiful that we get this opportunity to reflect on, like I stated, a soldier for Christ. And her work lives on, you know, and it will continue to live on as long as we are here to carry that torch. So another protege, if I would say, of her, right? One of the sisters that has been definitely doing her work in the community. We're going to bring on her niece, Rawahia.
Hey, cousin.
Oh my gosh. Shalom, fam.
It's a family affair. So how you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. How's everyone?
Bless. Like sis said on the track we just listened to, you already know who is by.
It done threw us out. 1 second, y'all.
See what YouTube got going on.
Yeah, because YouTube be acting, it's donkey. Let's let the people know.
Feel like they coming back in now. Okay. For the listeners, bear with us. Bear with us. We're getting it together.
All
it's
right.
Buffering right now.
Yep, it says it's buffering. Yeah, please bear with us. All right. All right, let's see. We're going to, after these messages, we're going to talk to the internet provider. That's what we're going to do. You take our hard-earned money and then you hit us in a buffer zone.
Take our video off.
All right. Y'all give us a second. Give us just a moment. All right. Let me see here. Try to pull it up from my end here. See what we actually got going. All right. We do apologize for the technical difficulties.
For the listeners, bear with us.
Okay.
Oh, no. Why it's still showing?
All right. It's Con. Everybody stay in. Don't go nowhere. If you do go somewhere, get you a cup of popcorn and some wine, because we turning up.
Getting it together. It said we live.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah, it said we live. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. So they can hear us, right?
All right, yeah.
If you all can hear us, drop some 7s in the chat and we will continue. If you can hear us and see us, drop the 7s in the chat and we will proceed.
Con.
Because they're displaying the opposite of what is actually going on the live.
Con. Yeah, y'all let us know something.
Yeah, like somebody said in the comments, this is the time to exercise those fruits.
Right. That long suffering.
All right, so we got 1-7. We got the live sign popping back up. Like everybody is dialing back in. Yeah, we had to rebuke that Satan, that old devil, right?
Underfoot.
He has no place here. Try to intrude.
Let's see here. Okay. All right. If y'all see us and it's coming back on, please throw some 7s down in the chat area for us, please.
Let's test. Can y'all hear me?
Please.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
So you can see us. We don't see y'all on screen.
We can see y'all right now. Everybody
But
that's
we don't see y'all.
Yep, everybody that's on Zoom, we can see y'all. Y'all can't see us on Zoom? Okay.
I can see you.
I see you.
I see you now.
I can see you.
I see you now.
Okay. So we got a few people saying they can see us. So we need at least 7 people throwing us some 7s up in there real quick, consistently, so we can know to proceed.
Brian says it's a go.
Okay. Okay.
All right, look like it's showing that they good.
Okay, I think it's a big delay on the live side.
It should be good now, man. I say we just roll with it. Just roll with it.
All right, so we're gonna
roll with it,
and we're gonna do some edits, some cuts, and we're gonna read this thing.
But y'all know Satan be hating, and he coming through hating. But we're gonna proceed. So we was getting ready to bring on one of our beloved sisters, Rawathia, to give her spiel and her testimony and her relationship with her auntie. So sis, hey, go ahead, drop it on us.
Bring it
Well,
on.
you know, Rawathia, that's my name. My auntie is Laura, aka Byan. Shoot, that was my dancing buddy, my partner. You know what I mean? We always did music together. Even before, like, just being serious in the music field, I was singing with her. She was the auntie that I always wanted to spend a night. Like in the summertime, I'd spend a night over her house, and I hang with my cousin Kim, being me and my brother. And I was just like the fun house, you know what I mean? So it was more than just music. We had like a very, very close bond. You know what I mean? When you with the favorite auntie and the cousins, you know, the summertime, you spend the night, you just, man, she took us to Florida. We used to go to amusement parks. Man, it was just so much memories there. She used to do my hair. And then as I got older, you know, I eventually moved out to Texas with my parents and everything, because she came out to Texas before I did. So her son was in the music field. I was a DJ. I used to DJ and I used to dance. Yeah. So before I was rapping, I was DJing. And so she had a group that she was managing with
Real
her
quick,
son.
sis. Real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. What was your DJ name?
Oh my gosh. Well, since my government name is Amber, they call me Am Boogie, or you call me Boogie. And my dad showed me how to DJ. He was a DJ. So that's how it happened and everything. And the plan was I was gonna move out here and everything, and I was gonna be a DJ for the group. And somehow things changed, and my dad got into the business with Bishop Byan. He got into business with his sister and my auntie, and then they became our managers. And it just started off with me just pretty much being on the hooks, because I didn't rap like that at first. I was 17, And I used to just rap, just joking around and everything like that. And then my dad was like, yo, she sounds good on hooks. And Laura, she was like, yeah, you need to be on the hook. So that's how it started. That's how my rap career started. Well, I don't want to say career, but my journey in music. When I say career, I'm going back into the world. And sorry about that. People want to call me now. See, that devil be busy, boy. But
that old fly.
Boy, he's hating.
Right.
But anyway, we gonna continue, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's how it started. And then my dad and Laura encouraged me to start writing. They said, you know, you got a good voice, you sound good on the hook, so you know, start writing 8 bars. So they had me studying artists. Laura and my dad would have me listen to Lauryn Hill. So she said, study Lauryn Hill. And then she gave me some words. She gave me about few words. I know one of them was peace. She said, out of these words, I want you to write a 16 verse. She's like, I want to challenge you. She was like, write a 16-bar verse. So that's how I started. Them two together, working with me. And then, I mean, we just started, we just grew as close as a family. You know what I mean? Just in the music field, we was on 106 & Park. We was doing a lot of tours. They really work hard. They show us stage performance. Lar knows stage performance. She has a good ear. She's gifted with words, stage presence. So she showed me that. She helped me with that along with my dad. And she pushed me. You know what I mean? Like she'll challenge me. And even it was times when I didn't want to rap no more. It was times when I was like, I can't do this. I'm not good at this. I didn't think I could be a rapper. You know what I mean? But she did encourage me in those ways. But again, like I was saying, she was the auntie that I always kick it with. Like we have like these certain songs. I was just listening to it recently. Like we had these certain songs that we used to listen to and we used to dance. Like that would hype her up. She was so short, you know, but she was just full of fire. Like she was crunk all the time. Her little short self was just always active, you know what I mean? She'd be like, hey, you know, she'd be like, get it, Amber. So it was just like a lot of memories.
Hold on, where is that?
You know?
Where is that?
Stop the cap.
You can't be capping. She can't be capping.
Nah, I'm for real, you know. But it was just a lot of great memories with that. I can say so much, really. But she was very genuine, very friendly. If there was an issue, she will apologize. Like she wasn't in self-denial, you know what I mean? Like she will own up to anything that she had, any mistakes or any offense. She'll clear it up. And even up into that's always been about her. She loved Michael Jackson. She loved to sing. She loved to dance. So music was always a part of her. So it's like the Lord said, you know, this is what you want to do. I'm going to guide you and you're going to do it the right way. You're going to exalt my son, Yeshaya. You know, you're going to be the light. You know what I mean? And that's key. That's what's important. You know what I mean? I came in the truth of Christ. Because let's see, 2000. Well, I got baptized 2012, but my dad was sharing with me the true gospel of Christ in 2010 and 2011. And you know, at first I was like, you know, everybody goes through that. Everybody's kind of skeptical, but he didn't force it on me. He just said he would just drop knowledge and he'll just, you know, let me be. So I pretty much got baptized 2012. And then so it was just him and I and everything. And Laura, you know, she wasn't in that faith yet. But she was like, man, y'all crazy. Like, I can't, nah, you guys are off. You know, she was just strong about it, you know. But one thing about Laura, like Lisa said, she's a researcher. She gonna find out, you know, if this is real or not. And that's what she did. So she would always call my dad and ask him questions, you know. And she's very determined. Like when she wants something done, she's gonna do it. When she wants to find answers, she's gonna seek. And it's like she came in, like her zeal and her desire to find information led her right to Christ. You know what I mean? Like it's funny how the Lord works those things out. He will take your characteristics, your attributes, and then he just guide you right on in. You know what I mean? So that's just how it happened with Lara. And then from there, she, time fast forward, she told me she want to rap, like she want to do some music. She always would ask me to do some music with her, and I said yes. I don't mind doing it. I remember 2018, I flew out to Cali. I did a song with her, and I'm so glad I have something that I can hold on with Lara in this walk. You know what I mean?
Is that the one when y'all performed it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's
that was dope.
That's the only thing I have performing with her in this walk, and I'm just so glad I have it. And she always wanted me to do a song with her, and praise the Most High, I was able to record a track with her. It's called "We Got a Problem." It's myself, Brother Bronze, and I Trip, and I was blessed to do that, and I'm just really happy because you know what? You just never know when it's your time to be called. You just never know, and it's just like so important to create these memories with families, with loved ones, and that's something that she always wanted. She's very loving. She always wanted me to be on the track, and it's just like I'm always busy. My schedule's always busy, but I made sure I made time to do something with Lara. I didn't even know she was gonna pass. You see what I'm saying? So it just means a lot to me, and I'm really proud of Lara. I seen the growth of her. She was really serious about this walk. It was no joke to her. Her love of the Most High in Christ is real, and you can hear it in her music. You can hear it through the people that she's been conversing with. She was genuine sister, genuine auntie, a genuine mother. You know what I mean? And she's truly missed. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy that we're able to all be on this call and just really just get this concert going. You know what I mean? I'm excited. So I can go on and on about my auntie, but that was my dancing buddy, my rap buddy. She did my hair, man. She was a fun auntie. Like we went everywhere together. You know what I mean? So that's what I got, and I'm a yield.
Praise. Appreciate that. So I do got a question for all of you all before I bring some of the friends, on, right? If you could put it in a statement, one statement, and whoever want to take it, or if, all three of y'all want to speak on it, how big was family for Byan? How big was it?
It was her life. I take it as it was life. Family is life. Family is everything. You know what I mean? I can sum it up for that. It was everything to her. It was a part of life.
Y'all want to speak on it? Y'all good?
Come on, Auntie
Yeah,
Lisa.
very important.
She said it, everything. It was, family was everything to her. And yeah.
All praises.
Amber
So I'm glad we were able to bring her family on to share some of the things we didn't know, because I did not know she was busting them moves. And when Walter, we're going to have to see some of them moves. You got to, show us what she taught you.
I'll bring out the whip tools, you know what I mean?
Cool. So without further ado, we have more of her close friends and friends that would like to come on. So we got Nathania. Right, I'm saying your name right. Let's bring Sister Nathania in, and she's going to share her experience and her walk with our beloved sister. Let's give her a round of applause as she
comes. Shalom, all praise to the Most High. This is definitely an honor just to, be here with y'all and just to be able to reflect on the blessed moments, the super blessed moments that we had with our sister Byan. I'll just say like my earliest memory is, okay, so you can be somewhere and you observe a person and you just see what they're doing. You may have not spoken to them as yet. And it's just interesting how the Father, how the Most High God just makes a connection, not knowing that you're going to meet that person, but it may happen like maybe a year later or months later down the line. But just to touch base on that was when the church we went camping. Brother for the Feast of Tabernacles. And I was in line, and she was one of the many things I could say about my sister is that she was diligent. She was very diligent in the work, for sure. So I saw her working. That was my first time seeing her, was actually working with love and charity to share unto the people, unto the members of the church, and just to even further, which further exemplifies what was just shared about family, because she extended that. She definitely extended that. So I saw her working and cooking up food and serving food. And going back to what y'all were mentioning earlier about
she be in the kitchen too?
Man, look, she was in that wilderness kitchen throwing it.
Look, what was the top meal? What was the top?
She gonna have to let us know what the meal was like. But go ahead.
No. What was the top meal? I want to know what was the top meal.
Top meal at Tabernacles. Good question. I can't remember that, so I'm not gonna lie. But I can remember that I wasn't complaining and my stomach was good. So food had
I'm sold. I'm looking forward to the kingdom. I'm looking forward to the kingdom. I'm sold.
All praises. And like I said, I was just in line, just looking around, because I think this was actually the first time that I actually gathered with the church out here on the West Coast for Tabernacles. And so I was just being observant of everyone, and then I saw that she had an interaction with another sister. But it was to the point, it was something that the system that said to her, and it bothered her. But you know how some people, there are people that will internalize that, walk away, and then it brews and it gets worse. But no, she just addressed that sister right there in love. And that's how I saw that accountability. Like, you know what? Okay. Like, I really, really, truly, that was one of my first memories that I hold close, because it's like, there's some people who won't keep it real with you, won't hold you accountable to, you know, your actions and what you do. So that was definitely a blessed moment for me. Another one was when it was a few of us here from Vegas. We went to visit Cali for the Sabbath, and Sister Byan, Sister Ibada, Sister Kim, they opened up their home for us. And man, just the love that and embracement. I mean, you know, I'm sorry, I'm even starting for loss of words right now, but it was just an amazing feeling, definitely amazing feeling. Just to be there in fellowship and with open arms, the love, like I said, that was extended, and just being in the presence of my sister was just truly amazing. It was a blessing. You know, people can show you, just show you the fruits of the Spirit and of Christ without having to say a word, you know, and that was definitely something that I definitely remember about my sister, Byan. Definitely, we woke up the next morning. Sister Byan was in the kitchen. Sister Ibada was in the kitchen throwing down on some good breakfast. It was that was Sister Rapala was there too. I mean, we were just sitting there fellowshipping, which when Sister Ibada and Sister Rawathia and Kim, when y'all were talking about that family, I received that. I definitely received that love of family and how that was important to her. So she extended that, and I appreciated that. I'm gonna just share one more thing. I don't want to be too long-winded, so forgive me.
It sounds good.
Another moment, there were many moments in between, for sure, in which we would just have some conversations, and it would be like spirit check conversations, you know, and that's something that's priceless. That's priceless, right? Because those are the moments in which you reflect upon yourselves and you hold one another accountable to make it to the goal, to reach the ultimate goal, which is to the kingdom, right? So the last memory I have of my sister I'm going to say not last, more recent, should I say, was when she came to Vegas for Sister Rapa'ala's daughter's baby shower. And we were sitting at the table. I was sitting down with her, another sister, Ibada, and also Sister Rita. And we sat there, we talked for maybe at least 45 minutes. And I was looking around like, I hope nobody, come around here, because I'm trying to chat with my sister for a minute. Look, I felt a little, I want to be a little greedy because, they live a little way, miles away. They live a ways, from Vegas. And so, just having that time to just talk about all. She loved her grandbabies. Oh my goodness, brag about her grandbabies. She loved them. And just shared those best moments, videos, pictures, again, family. And then we also had just one-on-one talk. And I'm just really grateful to the Most High, just allowing that time, not even knowing what was going to happen, literally, I think it was a week or two later, not even knowing that was going to happen, but allowing the moments to share with one another is priceless, and the Father allows that. And I'm just grateful that he allowed me to be a part of it. I'm really grateful for that. And I'm grateful he allowed us to meet. I'm grateful he allowed us to speak. I'm grateful that he also allowed us to sing together. I'm grateful he allowed us to do so much. And I'm going to hold those memories dear. And I just praise the Father for that.
Oh, praises. And it's another thing I'm getting from the testimonies and from you all speaking is that sis was walking in her purpose.
God.
Do y'all hear that though? Mm-hmm. See, it's one thing for us to know the truth, know this and know that, right? But are we walking in our purpose? That's what we're solely seeking to do, because that's what's going to get us the entrance. Because the Most High sent all of us here for a purpose. And obviously, she had fulfilled it. Right? From all the stories and testimonies we're getting. So all praises. So you spoke on another sister that she influenced or had the pleasure of building with our sister. Let's get Sister Rapa'ala in here so she can tell us a little bit more before we go into our break. Let's give her a round of applause.
Shalom. All praises to the Most High. What can't I say about Byan? I mean, she was my best friend, first and foremost. I just got to put that out there. She just, when I first met Byan, I will never forget it. You know how you just have moments in your life you just never will forget? I'll never forget my family and I had came into the truth. And at this time in California, we were gathering in the park. And so, we pull up, we see people in the park and head wraps on. We don't know what to expect. We just, the Most High just gave it to myself and my husband to go. And so we cross in the park to get over to where they are. And she's the first one pop up out of her seat. And she meets us. And she said, "Shalom, sister." And I said, "Oh, okay," because I don't know what shalom means or anything. But she don't know that I don't know. But I'm saying, "Hi." And I said, "Shalom." She said, "Oh, that means, peace, greetings." And so I was like, "Oh, okay, shalom." And so she was like, "Are you guys, is your first time?" I said, "Yeah, this is our first time here. We don't know anything. We just know the Most High say go." So we being obedient to the word and we're here. So she sits us down, her and Sister Bada, they feed us because we didn't bring nothing. We don't know. So we just come in, just being obedient. They feed us. They help us follow along in the word. And it was just, and as they say, history was made. And ever since then, she and I was inseparable. But let me tell you what was so amazing about Byan. I mean, of course, Sisters Abada and Sister Rawatia and Sister Kim, they have wonderful stories about her. But Sister Bayan knew the word. And when I say she knew the word, she was a diligent studier. She was studious. And that's what she and I had together. We had that. We would be on the phone for hours talking about the word of God and just, you know, she was my study buddy. And she would, if we didn't have an answer to something, she would go to Bishop Azan, and he would give us edification. And mind you, I'm married, but she was my go-to. She was my strength. She was my reason to stay, because I there was times where I faltered and I didn't really know, you know, if this was the truth. And she kept me diligent. She kept my feet to the fire, and I will never, ever forget her. I will never forget her. She was such an amazing spirit. Like they said, her music, that's how she praised. That's how she thanked the Most High, through her music. Her dancing that grew out there had me cracking up about her dancing. She would pop lock it, and she would, you know, she was just an amazing individual, and I will, man, forever love her. I miss her every day of my life. I dream about her, you know. I hear her. She was just awesome. She really was. She really was. And I know now that people say you don't supposed to say, but I know she's in Abraham's bosom. I know that without a doubt in my mind, because she was that true and that faithful to the Most High.
All praises. So, hey, definitely appreciate your testimony, your
Thank
experience
you.
with our sisters. So, we're going to get ready to go into this break and get into some more details leading up to one of the most heart-hearted things, or things that she wanted to fulfill in her mission. But we're here as her fellow brothers and sisters to carry it on as the Most High has sealed, which we'll talk about the night of praise. All right. We're going to talk about her. We've talked about her diligence in her walk in Christ and how she has influenced a lot of us, right? Because even us seeing from a distance, we've seen how sis was, which led to us reaching out to her. So we're going to talk about her musical journey after this, right? Y'all stick with us. We'll be right back after
Thank you so much.
Commercials.
Well, ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him that called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Oh, we the Israelites, they just some wannabes. We in the front keeping the laws, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gotta be. Are we that chosen seed? A highest royalty. Fake Jews in the world sad, and they mad cause their promise wasn't theirs to have. Stuff we had that they'll never have, and they mad cause their promise wasn't theirs to have. Means that They can talk it, but they can't get it. And they can walk it, but they can't live it. Up higher, it's so exquisite. He's on top of the world now, don't forget it. Is there something sorta like a diamond? We've been around forever, oh, we're still shining. We're still rising, so know that you can't knock us. They know we're around, that's why these nations look, stop to watch us. No deposits, now tell me, can you blame? You chose the Father, now your life won't be the same. We maintain to keep his law statutes, now we got them looking. They backseat driving, a higher front pushing, making his presence known for those who don't believe in him. It's time to see no one out better than he. And naturally, when he speaks, it goes without saying that when he steps on the scene, you know he's not playing. Are we the Israelites? They're just some wannabes. We in the front keeping the laws, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gotta be. Are we the chosen seed? A highest royalty. Fake Jews in the world sad, and they mad cause their promise wasn't theirs to have. So we had that they'll never have, and they mad cause their promise wasn't theirs to have. Means that they can talk it but they can't get it, and they can walk it but they can't live it. Up higher, it's so exquisite. He's on top of the world now, don't forget it. Now that it's all good, we gon' take charge. We more prices than a Michael Jordan rookie card. And when he calls, time calls for so much action. Our bags are packed and we gone, and they don't know what happens. I guess it's how these cats get off, trying to amount to a higher, and they know they just a spin-off. Now back to the fact we adore him. He's the truth, we singing all praises to his glory. Trust me, a higher won't fail, the creator, and you only in yellow to tell you. Now that we here, your career's done. Your nation mad, cause they can't get a refund. Are we the Israelites? They're just some wannabes. We in the front keeping the laws, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gotta be. Are we the chosen seed? A highest royalty. Fake Jews in the world sad, and they mad cause their promise wasn't theirs to have. So we had that they'll never have, and they mad cause their promise wasn't theirs to have. Means that they can talk it but they can't get it, and they can walk it but they can't live it. Higher, it's so exquisite. He's on top of the world now, don't forget it.
All right, we're back. We're back. Well, you all saw that beautiful video, man. When we saw that video, I think me and you were both was blown away by that one, right?
Yeah, the production on that was exquisite. Exquisite.
But though I'm pretty sure we have the personnel that was behind, you know, making that come together. We want insight on how that came together. I'm pretty sure sis was very strategic on what she wanted, right?
Yeah, right.
It's everyone stated she's very diligent. So I mean, it was very detailed, right? She had the dancers, you know, everything. I like how when it came in, had the scriptures flowing through, and it was just beautiful. And on top of that, the song with that powerful message. So further ado, like I said, we don't want to speak too much. We got quite a few guests lined up. So next, we have our sister Kadash coming to give her experience of working with our sister, you know, closely with the music, and you know, just share her work, her work ethic, and how she was very adamant about getting this music out and getting it done. So let's welcome Sister Kadash to the show. How you doing, sis?
Shalom, family. Shalom.
How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, it's going well. It's going well. It's good. I raised my hand when you started talking about the video Highest Reality, because that song, Byan, I came into the 2016 Southern Cal Body, and I was there. And then the following year, Passover, Byan and Antonio performed A Highest Royalty on stage. And when I say they performed. Like, it was like, I was just drawn in by that performance when they did the song A Highest Royalty. And that's when Bayan captured my attention, because I'm a music head. I love music. I wasn't into doing music. I just love music to the point where my family calls me a walking iPod, because it's not many songs that I don't know. I mean, and when from the world. So when I saw her do A Highest Royalty, I was like, I think I want to do music, because I already knew that I knew I could rap, but I never really, really like diligently went into it. I just admired rap and rappers. So coming into the truth and seeing that, oh, these Hebrews party down too. Like they be putting it down. And so I'm like, okay, I still wasn't serious about doing music. I just wanted to do it within the body, because I felt like, that was where I could fit in at with doing music, but I was not serious. It was just like, oh, well, I'm just doing this so I can perform for the church and praise a higher on church basis. But Bayan, her and I, we eventually became close. And I believe that all things is in the highest perfect timing. But I feel like Satan knew if we had connected sooner, that it would have been too much for him to handle. So the Most High put us together like right when it was perfect. It was perfect, because I was really trying, but we never got together. It was always something in the way. That's why I say the devil was busy trying to keep that from happening. So, but when we got together, it was just, and so she was doing she was preparing for the A Highest Royalty video, but she had hurt her back. I believe it was her knee or her back or something was hurting. So she called me up and she's like, Kadash, I'm doing this video and I want it to be this, and it's going to be that. And I'm listening to her and she was so excited and I'm getting excited. And she said, but I'm going to need you to pull a dance together, because my knee, she's like, I can't, she like, I won't be able to. And then I was like, okay, sure, I'll come in on it. And I mean, when we went to talk about the video and everything, and we started rehearsing the video, and we came up with the routine. So we spent a lot of time together talking about doing the video. So I kind of listened to the words of the hook, and that's how I came to be able to throw that little routine together, and we had fun. It was just so much fun. And I remember we were sitting there one day, we were at Lisa's house, and we had practice and came up with the routine, and she sat me down and she was like, I want you to hear something. And she played me I think the song is Praise a Higher with all the sisters. Is that the song? That's the one, Praise a Higher, with all the sisters on it. And so, so she and I, we were kind of blunt with each other. So I don't know how to put it. I think I was feeling some kind of way. I'm like, wait a minute. You had all them on there and you didn't ask me. Like, you didn't. I'm like, what's up with that? And she was like, Kada. She was like, no, listen. She's like, listen, I've heard you rap. I know you can rap. She's like, it comes natural to you. And she's like, you don't need to be taught. And she was like, but you play around and you're not serious with your music. She like, you need to be serious. You need to, I have something for you. And she like, and not to put the song down or anything like that, but she was like, sis, that song only had, that's 8 bars. She like, I have a song and I need you to do 32 bars. And I'm like, huh? Like 32 bars? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know about that. She like, I'm telling you, you have to be serious and you need to, and she like, you can do it. You can do it. I didn't think I could do it because I had never, like I said, I've had never sat down to write. I knew I could rap, but I was, far as I went in rapping was probably battle cheers in high school, cheerleaders, where we would snick to the side and diss each other with rapping with bars. So I was like, okay. And then she sent me the music for perspective. Again, here I go. I was like, that's a man beat. I don't want to do that beat. I want to do, she's like, see, there you go again. Like, she like, we come just as strong as the brothers. Our message, it don't matter who, if female, sister, brother, like we can do it. And she like, I want our music to be heard and be out there just like the brothers. And I need you to sit down and write these bars. And I'm like, okay, sis, okay. And she just all of a sudden started encouraging me to do music like nobody had ever did. And I was just like, I don't have no stage presence. I can't do this. I can't do that. She like, sis, I'll work with you on all that. In fact, she and I had a schedule and she was like, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to just show you how, and we're going to get this done. And so that's exactly what we did. I put my bars down. I studied her verse on because she sent me the music with her verse on it. So, I would just put my ear pods in and I would just listen to her, and I was hearing her words and I was hearing her lyrics, and I was like, wow, my sister is saying some stuff. Like, how am I gonna put something with this?
How you gonna come behind that, huh?
Yeah, I was like, how am I follow that?
Mm-hmm.
So the Most High was with me. Because I prayed. I went to him. Listen, I need help. So
Sister went in on this track.
Yeah. So man, I got my little pad on, and I just went to writing. And when I finished it, before I even let her hear it, I rehearsed several times. And she was calling me. She was like, sis, are you ready? Sis, did you do it? I'm like, yeah, I did it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to send it to you. And finally, I sent it to her, and she called me up, and she was like, you see what the Most High can do? And she's like, sis, this song, she like, this is why I wanted you on this track, because I knew that you was gonna be able to pull it off. And then she called me again a couple of weeks, I don't know, maybe a little while later, however it took for Bronze to get it and do the mix down, because first it was just she and I on it. Just our 2 verses was on it. And she called me up at like 6 a.m. And she was like, sister, Brian sent me, she like, did you check your email? And I was like, yeah. She's like, Brian sent me the song. And she like, he loved it. He said that he wanna be on the track. What do you feel about doing a remix? And she's like, and you can add to. I'm like, oh no. I was like, no. I was like, nah, I'm not. I'll just leave my verse how it is. And Byan, she was just an inspiration for me to even try to even get out there and do some music. You know, she kept telling me to go do it. You have to, you have to. And she, I mean, I don't know, she just made me feel like, you know, this was something that I have to do. You know, I have to do it because before it wasn't even on my plate. I was just doing it for praises and entertainment when we were at church. But she was like, no, she like anytime somebody can come up with a verse like you did, you need to be writing. And just she said, you need to write. She like, I want you to write a whole album. I'm like, huh? Like
So
and
I can see that she was one that, I won't say pushy, but she would push you to greatness, right? Because I know that's what encourage you to good works, like Paul tells us, right? Kind of what Rawaki was expressing earlier. Like she wasn't even looking and to the rapping and things like that, but through her aunt and her father inspiring her, which, hey, that's great to see. She can see that she saw the talent in you all and helped bring it out of you. So all praise. I know you referred to the perspective, which is one of the main courses of this show. But I want to dial back. Let's see if we could bring Sister Abada in right quick, because I know it was a clip she wanted to bring out in connection with a highest royalty. Then we're gonna get ready to bring some more of the friends and family on, right? And then y'all stick tight. We got the whole lineup for perspective on the call. So hey, you're gonna get the chance to talk to all the brethren and sisters that was a part of bringing that work out. So Sister Abada, I know you're referring to a performance when it came to the higher royalty. Were you speaking on that?
Yes. So she did her first performance at the Passover 2017. It's, if you look at the file I sent you, it's called Highest Royalty, the original.
Right. And I think that's the one you was referring to, Kadash. Is that the one? Is this the one?
Oh,
right
yeah.
Here? All right,
Yes.
let's get it. Let's get it.
And she make up.
Here we go.
You can start from like 3:08 to the 3 minute mark. What am I saying?
Yeah, we got you.
Start at the 1 minute mark to for about a minute and 15 seconds.
Now, will we be able to see?
Yep, we're gonna share that video with y'all as well, so y'all can be able to see it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, this is what Kadash was referring to.
It ain't.
It's the first time
sharing no time.
You go ahead, sis. You can speak.
This is the first time that I've ever seen a female rap coming to this truth, and I was kind of overwhelmed because she and her son was practicing while I was in the hotel, but I just stepped out because she didn't even want me to be in there, the room. So they were practicing, and the last time that she practiced, I went in the room and I was blown away. I'm like, what? Did you just write this like a week ago or something? And now you're practicing it, and it's like she was doing it. She actually looked like she was doing it for like 3 months, 4 months. It was that good. And when she came on, everybody was just like so amazed that I didn't really expect that. So you could start.
To Christ, it was like a whole section of talking and thinking up ideas and working through stuff that she's, as the artists were performing as I was recording, and I'm going, she knows what she's talking about, and now it's time to get it in and talk to her. And so that's, yeah, but again, a highest royalty, Sister Abada, we looked up, and it was just the Spirit of Christ. It was like a whole section of people in church that were sitting together that were just kind of in the same vibe, and we're all like seeing and believing that we got to go to that next level. Like there's no limits to what we could achieve if we just put it on video. So I humbly say to you that her brilliance and I've worked with many professional artists at a very high level, I would say was matching theirs. Because like everyone here has edified to about her spirit and her way, she was really one that, took nothing lightly, especially when it's her passion. She had a good sense of humor, a lot of fun, a lot of good energy about her all the time. I never had a single bad word with the sister, not one. And I thought, wow, we are so in accord that there's no way I can't back up whatever she's doing with what I've done and what I understand about this game of music, but now in truth and righteousness, we see in the bigger picture that we're working for the Father and that we couldn't be stopped if we just put our forces together with all those talents that we've been watching for years that would manifest into something special. And so that became our highest royalty. And we shot those on iPhones to start out this company. We were new at this, and she was all in. And as we can see, that song has been at work, at a body of work for a time, but when it manifests to the place where I heard it the first time, I says, you know what? Okay, sis, you done did it now. You gonna make me and us, I Media, all of this thing we're trying to do to raise up to another level. We ain't using iPhones forever, but we have to do it on this one. But this is the last time. This is the last time I'm shooting you on an iPhone. And that was where we began with everything.
I must say, Ak, you did a great job with that iPhone.
Great. Look. We needed a round of
man.
Applause
We would have not. If you wouldn't have told us, man, we like I said, we were blown away, man. Great work, man. Great.
Yeah, all praises. We had a team out there, and the sister was so on point. She knew everything she wanted to do, and Abada was the director on that. And I had Ak Jason on there. I had Brother Jeremiah. There's a few brothers out there. A team effort, really. All the sisters. We was in 100+ degrees out there. They was fighting through. The makeup was running. We was taking breaks and coming out and shooting again before the sun went away. I mean, and we did that thing in like one day, right? Right, sis? You could
one day. Mm-hmm.
We did that whole thing in one day on 3 iPhones, moving around and doing our thing. And I'm just so proud of what she did, because it showed that there's a level up, which is what she was, a level up in everything she did. Her studies, her professionalism. You can see by her dress that she dealt with every detail. She had vision, clarity, strength, knowledge, wisdom, courage. I think that's something else that we must see. And what she was about was she was fearless. And I hadn't seen anything like that. And it's rare, and even in the world, that you could get someone that dedicated to their own work in the world. These people make a lot of money and have a lot of things behind them. It's rare that you see someone that goes to that level, even in the world, but that's where she was. And, I don't want to run on and on, because I could, but with her creativity, her professionalism, her heart, her desire, her love for family, she treated me like family. She really did. And again, I don't want to speak to her in past tense, because her work's still here. It's living, it's moving, and we're edifying, and we're working. This whole group, everybody in here, is showing and proving that that her work lives on, and
Absolutely.
and the world is going to take notice if we get blessed and do this right. In terms of delivering it, there's no limit, is where I see it. Even at this point, there's a whole album, the concert. I mean, guys, we got nothing but a blessing in front of us.
Absolutely.
And
man.
y'all all had input in it. And I just say, brothers, COE, y'all bringing it out like this. I tell you what, man, I'm impressed. I'm so thoroughly happy for the fact that you're doing this and that everybody here has contributed. So I'm speaking too much, but I just had to say it. She was that inspiration, that glue, all the things, and she will continue to be that through the spirit of what she's leaving behind, for us to continue to manifest good work and bear good fruit for the Father as long as He allows. All praises to high for that. So,
all
yes,
praises, man. Hey, you brought it out. You brought it out, and man, it's a lot you said I wanted to touch on, but man, when you're walking in the Spirit of Christ, and obviously, sis, was your works live on. We walking in His example. So if we all do that and continue in that spirit and in that likeness, it doesn't stop when we live off the this physical plane or this physical realm. It continues, right? So all praises, man, and we're blessed and honored to be, connected with you all, and as a body. One thing you stated, man, when we come together as a body and work together, this is why it's still buffering right now. You see what I'm saying? They don't. The adversary and the power that be, they don't like to see us come together in love and unity for a greater purpose, and that's what this show is about. Leading to one of the key things that we're going to highlight in this show is a night of praise. We want to definitely encourage everyone listening, everyone that this broadcast fall on. If you can't be there, it's going to be a night of praise. It's going to be spirit felt. We're going to exalt the name of Ahaya Shah, which is the name, right, that God gave to Moses and the children of Israel before He delivered them out of Egypt. We're going to exalt His name in a time where chaos is happening. In the midst of Pride Month, right? Pride come before what? Destruction. So, in the midst of these times of where wickedness wants to elevate itself above righteousness, we're going to exalt righteousness in the God of all gods. We're going to exalt His name, and through His Son's name, Yeshua. So, which leads to, I know you had your hands in the works of perspective. We're going to speak on that because I know sis has to go. So we got quite a few more guests, but I want to go ahead and touch on perspective. We're going to bring in all of the artists, right? But today, and from here on out, leading all the way up to the night of praise, and from there to whatever the Father has given us in our hand to do, we're going to change that perspective. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The spirit, the energy behind that song and the video, man. Because I know we was following, like you said, with our popcorn, watching every snippet y'all was putting out there on social media. So we want to, get a chance to hear, how that experience was, and for those that are actually on the song. I know Sister Kadash Bronze on there. We got Aquadam on there, and we got Sister Rawathia on that track as well, right? Displaying or in representation of our Sister Byan, right? So let's talk about it. Who want to take the jab first? Let's bring in Ak Bronze real quick. Cause Sister Kadash said, you said when you heard it, man, you had to get on that thing, and I don't know too many tracks where Ron's like, I gotta be on it. So man, what inspired you through this song, God?
Shalom. Can't say that's how it happened. What I wanted to do was I wanted to do a remix with me and but I wanted to take Bayan and Kadash off. And just me and Quadam take it and flip it. And she was like, nah, we staying on there.
She ain't playing. That's the vibe I got from her when I spoke to her about that. When we first, real quick, Bronze, when I first spoke to her, and I was getting the Get Up song from her. I think it's called Get Up. When I first got that one from her, and I asked her who made the beat, and she was like, "No," she was real stern with it. I was like, "Hold on," I was like, "I ain't mean no offense." She was like, "No, I ain't make the beat." He said, "My brother made the beat," and I was like, "This is gonna be a great relationship. I like her for this."
Well, go ahead, Doc.
Go ahead, Doc.
You froze.
Is it freezing?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It cut off the end of whatever you had said.
I said, you know, I like her forwardness, you know, her honesty and different things like that, you know. And I was like, man, this is gonna be a great relationship because I like people who upfront and honest. And that, you know, just from that conversation of me trying to obtain that track from her for our first mix for TBT Radio, it was just a, you know, small experience that left a
big impression.
Right. But go ahead, Bronze.
Yeah. So, you know, we took it and flipped it. I was thinking about it like, how would that work? You know, four verses, and we all got a full verse. It's like, dang, the song gonna be kind of long. I'm like, hey, if that's the way she wanted to do it, we're gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? And we just put it all together. We reached out to Quadam. He jumped on it. And as soon as I got it, I threw my verse on there real quick in one day. You know what I mean? And that's how it worked out. But yeah, I'm proud of her though, man. You know, I'm proud of her. It was probably about 2015, 16 when she first approached me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I hear it all the time. You know, somebody I want to do some music, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you know, cool, you know, because I hear that so much, and you never hear nothing else from them, you know. But that wasn't her though. She stayed on it. She kept approaching me and talking to me. Like when I first met her, you know, she rolled up. She put me in the chest. She said, "You're Brother Bronze, huh?" I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah. Well, you know Azan? And I said, yeah, you know. And she said, well, that's my brother. And she said, you know, Rawafia? She said, you got songs with them, right? Like, yeah. Well, that's my niece, you know. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? All praises, you know. I got a lot of love for them. All praises, you know. And it was like every other Sabbath or so, you know, probably about once a month, she'd just remind me, I want to do that, you know. But you know, I didn't think that, you know, she was ever gonna do anything, you know. And some time went by, and she finally pulled me to the side. She said, "You don't think I could rap, huh?" I don't know. She said, "Where you think Rawafia get that from?"
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, well, check it out. Start doing this. She started flowing, and I was just like, so I was on her after that. It's like, what's up with that track? You know what I'm saying?
Now you inquiring, huh?
You know, I was chasing her after that.
Yeah.
But eventually came with one. She was like, I got one, you know? And I'm like, okay. And she finally sent it, you know. If you look back on that page, she was putting some songs out, you know, and then she had the album idea. So, you know, we came together, made that, and she didn't play with it. You know, she took her time, she got her beat, she wrote her rhyme, she got all her features, and she was just sending me files, and I was just slapping them together and mixing them, mastering, doing, you know, what I had to do, you know, to make it manifest, you know what I'm saying? Of course, through the spirit of a higher, you know what I'm saying, all praises. You know, one of my favorite tracks from her is Function. The Function, you know? She had all of these, and, you know, she had the E40 beat in mind, and she asked me if I could remake that. Said, yeah, you know, I could give you something similar to that. And I made the beat, you know, and they got the rhymes together. And, you know, that's the Function track. That's one of my favorite ones, you know, and I produced that one from the top to bottom, no samples or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, praises to the Most High, but she got it done though. She got that album done, you know, and when she passed, I was like, wow, you know. Yeah. And I looked at the songs that we had, and it was like, it was enough to make an album out of. So it was like all praises, you know what I'm saying? You know, she got it done, you know, but rest in peace, you know, to my sister, man, you know. I'm gonna miss her, you know what I'm saying? I miss her already, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't worried. I know I'm gonna see her again, you know, and this is a different type of pain. You know, this is not a hopeless pain. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like how the 31 years I spent in the streets when somebody is dead and it's just like all this confusion and just messed up and you want revenge, you want this and that. And this ain't that. This is beauty right here. You know what I'm saying? Because she did her thing while she was here, and it's hope. You know, it's hope that we all gonna be together, you know, or as I call it, most eternal. You know what I'm saying? You know, that don't stop. You know, most eternal, you know, death is the beginning of something. You know, so you know, y'all be strong out there. Yeah, y'all be strong out there, man, for our sister, man. Everything's gonna be great. You know, of course, endure to the end, stay strong. And you know, I'm gonna yield right there, man. Love y'all.
You too, man. Appreciate that, man. So let's bring Wawati in because I know she got to get ready to head out. But I want you, Padam, and Sis. I think Kadash was in the mix too, right? And so far to tell just a little bit. We don't have to go into full detail, right? But as much as y'all would like, how was it working on this video? And what are some small details y'all can share with us what we should expect in the video?
Well, if I might just really jump out quick here on it, if that's okay. You know, in being firsthand in the experience with the I Am Media and the talent came together for this project was epic. You know, I'm just gonna say it. These people, every last one is a pro, and I love them all forever because these people, they put their heart and soul out on that. And I'll just, you know, yield with the fact that she brought that out of us. This was her spirit and the spirit of Christ in that realm of things, that camera, everything that we were doing. It was just, you know, edifies what the Father told us about who we are and what he expects of us. And it's a professional thing we did, but it started with her. So I'm gonna say that, you know, let the artists tell their story, but from my perspective as a person dealing with the technical aspects and trying to get it right with the directors and the storyboarders and the writers and the staff, it was very, very instrumental. All the team that worked on it, we were dedicated, and I love everybody. And I just say, you know, without her spirit on it, it might not have ever looked like what it's going to be. But I can say that she was in it with her spirit, and we all sensed it. And it was such the most beautiful project I think I've personally done. I've been around other great projects, but just to see our family in this truth, bringing her message to the earth, and hopefully it'll get viral or something. The Most High will bless it and let the people hear what she was leaving and what she was doing, that we may all be proud people and proud family in this walk together that we did what she would have been proud of too. So that's my part. And if you guys need me, I'll be right here. But I think it's time for the talent to really tell their experience, because this was epic. That's it for me.
So all those that was there, you have the floor to speak on the experience of coming together and making it happen. So we want to take a jab at it first. Padum, I know you've been there a while, man.
Yeah, Khan, all praises, shalom. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Khan, all praises, man. Praise to the Most High, man. It's an honor to be on. Speaking on behalf of the sister, man, my sister Byan and the works, and this beautiful platform y'all got. All praise to y'all come a long way, man.
All praise to the Most High.
Being consistent, God, square business.
It's square business out. Yeah.
But yeah, just to speak on my sister, man, it was funny because I'm looking at her messages right now when I had, when she first reached out to me about being on the track, and she had been talking about this concert since like 2021. Like I'm looking at May 2021. And every time she replied to me, she got to say with features sometimes, you know what I mean? So sometimes when artists send you songs, you be like, you know what I mean? You got to kind of push yourself to write to them because like you ain't feeling them like that or whatever, to a degree. Or I'm not saying, like different people got different tastes, you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes I push myself and it's like, okay, I end up liking the song more and more, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, do this song, go in. But like when she sent me that perspective, some songs you kind of get intimidated on. I remember when I heard him Meet You Down for the first time, they sent it to me. I'm like, man, this thing go in. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna say on this. You know what I mean? You got to pray on it.
Well, you
so
hit
perspective
that
was like kind of like one of the tracks when she sent me perspective and I heard it, because it's sister in the truth. I'm thinking like from. Because I hadn't heard her spit like that except for the highest royalty. And I'm thinking like, okay, you know what I mean? But then when she sent me the track, I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to go in on this. You know what I mean? Like I heard her and Kadash was on there. And I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to come with some bars. Like I can't let these sisters wreck me on here. You feel me? So, I'm going to the gym, I'm working out, you feel me? I got the song playing, like, dang, how I'm gonna come on here, you know what I mean? So it took me a while to see how I was gonna come on it, but all praises. And then as far as the going to film the whole video, that was an experience in itself. First of all, man, I want to say all praises to the Most High for Sister Lisa. You know what I mean? The I Am Media Group. Hey, you guys, my wife, we walk in the studio, everything is top tier. Like you would to be in the studio when they film this video, you're gonna have to wop your bronze. The whole church body was down there. I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, who are all these people? They like, man, this our church. Like this Southern Cali, this the whole church that came through. So everybody in there assisting. You would think these people were being paid like millions of dollars. I'm thinking in my mind, like, how much are they getting paid to do this stuff? Because they like committed, like singular focus, what they call it, tunnel vision, like singular focus. I was telling my wife, because like we got down there to Cali on Thursday. Hold on, I think they Wednesday night, Thursday. We filmed all day Friday, like from like 10 in the morning. We got there, they was already there. They had the studio rented all the way till like 5 in the afternoon, 6. Them things cheap. And they had a nice studio with the green screen. We walk in the room, they got video cameras hanging from them. The brother in the, Rawap, you're walking, they got the brother in the wheelchair. The brother's pushing him in the wheelchair so he can get the rolling. I ain't gonna get too much of their tactics away, you know what I mean? But it's just like they got the green screen and backdrops, and I'm like, dang, these boys ain't playing no games, And then we went to different sites. They talking about, Quadon, we want to get you in the sun. Look, check this out. Because they get all the tests of this, right? They said, look, every Sister Lisa, like, look, everything I'm doing, this is Byan. She gave me this vision. She said she wants you with a subway train. I'm like, man, y'all got a subway train in Cali? They like, yeah, we got a subway train. We want to get you rapping in the subway. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, the subway got to be moving, right? I'm like, when I rap my verse, that thing might take like 30, 40 minutes to do take after take. I'm like, we're going to be on the other side of town. The subway going to stop. Like, nah, it's going to be moving. Like, how we going to get back to our cars? They're like, well, we're gonna have to get off about an hour away and we're gonna have to ride back. I'm like, dang. So I'm like, hey, look, we go, and that's why she laughing. Cause look, we back and forth. I'm like, we're gonna ride an hour, 2 hours across town for me to film a verse and ride back. It was already like 7 o'clock at night. They like, yeah, I mean, they like, that'd be a dope scene. I'm like, shoot, hey, the sister wanted it like this. Hey, I'm with it, you know. So look, we on the subway train. I'm just gonna keep it real. People, we in Callus and everything, right? But we in the subway, we rapping. When they see we rapping righteous, they like, oh, y'all want us to put out our blunts or whatever. Cameraman like, yeah, like that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, shoot,
praises
like,
to the Most High.
Look, spirit of the Most High, the building, people putting out their weed and everything, right? Man, they moving the other subway buses. They like, we'll move to the next car over. So we rapping and spitting, and when we stop rapping, like people clapping and stuff like that, we like, man, this is crazy. It's like 10 o'clock at night, you know what I mean? But man, I just praise the Most High for the I Am Media. Like these guys, they work like it was like nonstop. I had never seen nothing like it. I'm like, these dudes is like committed, like they're getting paid millions of dollars. Like they just singular focus. They're not complaining about they tired or they hot or they need to wake up. Sister Lisa, she always in a good mood. She gave my wife like a bunch of earrings. I seen she had ordered some earrings and stuff like that from another sister. I'm like, man, those earrings dope. She's like, man, your wife can have them or whatever. I'm like, man, for real, like just bronze and Milwaukee, just the whole Southern Cali body. Everybody who I came in contact with, just a blessing, light. You know what I mean? So it was a blessing to be down there. All praise to the Most High. And then when we would go home, we would go to our hotel and they just kept filming. They filmed from like Thursday to like Monday straight. Like every day, like 12, 13, 14 hours a day. They're filming like that. They never complain. I ain't see them eat. They was like machines. You know what I mean? So praise the Most High, you know.
Man, what a great. Let's take them notes, man. That's major right there. See us be able to come together. And like I said, from one coast to the other, and it clicked like that, man. All praise. Then, like I said, her vision still being put in place. Like Sis said, she didn't come up with it. She already had this written down, man. So that's a blessing. So
make sure write everything down.
Right.
You never know.
Never know.
Write everything down.
Can I interject something real quick on that? On that note, is that okay? I want to say something about that. I'm really excited to see that scene. Kadam, all the scenes were just whoa, and I'm really like moved by that. Train was doing stuff, and he was holding on to poles. He was doing his thing, and I was just fully blown away and inspired because I saw his commitment to the vision that the sister had. And he's a warrior, man. I tell you, I'll be in the foxhole behind that brother. You know, I tell you, I seen that. I seen the spirit. I seen the spirit on bronze. I seen the spirit on Rawatia. Oh, this about everybody just fought to get that right, and they did not relent. And that's the spirit that we should have. So I just want to point that out because I'm so humble. But he's so powerful in his work and his wife and everybody. It was just a blessing. Y'all gonna love the scenes he was putting down and everybody else's. But I had a special kind of feeling for that feeling, that vibe that was put down right there. So I wanted to say that because the brother's so humble.
All praise the Most High. All praise. All praises.
Yeah. So Sister Rawatia, share your experiences stepping in and making it happen for Sis Byan.
Well, okay, for one, I was back at home, so it already felt great to be back at home. Because I'm from Cali, gotta rep always. But not only that, it was a great feeling because we're all on one accord. Spiritually. So it was easy to come together. We already knew what we were gonna do. So we just all fell right in. Everybody showed love. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel any pressure. And when I say pressure, there's good pressure and there's unwanted pressure. This type of pressure was like, we doing the work, we doing something good, we're doing something that's going to reach others. You see what I'm saying? And it was a great experience. And also to step in place for my auntie, because I'm not on perspective. So I had to, I'm filling in for her. So I had to tap in to Byan, you know what I mean? And just her being my auntie, I know her style, you know what I mean? I know her movement. So I believe I did my best to be in the place of Byan. It was actually fun. Like, you know, I don't want to give everything out, but you know, just being in the tunnel, that scene right there, man, watch. Yeah, it's dope.
Look,
But that tunnel
y'all give us
scene, I
something
really
forward to
like
look
that. It
to.
was very creative. Yeah, it was very creative. And like you said, you just never know, you know, to write everything down. Like, who would have known that she was gonna pass? But she had everything. That's how you know she was serious and diligent about this. You know what I mean? But yeah, overall, like, it was a great experience. I have no patient and very supportive. And that's why I said, you know, shout out to my auntie Lisa, very, very hard worker, diligent. She did not stop. And praise the Most High for just everybody coming together and just doing their part into fulfilling and completing this video that Auntie Laura or Byan wanted. And also, I had to shoot another video for a song We Got a Problem with myself. I'm actually on this track with Laura, myself, and I don't know. I think we drop in perspective first. But however, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
All praises. Hey, look. Hard working going on. 22 videos in one weekend. Y'all can't look, y'all heard it here first. Now I'm trying to tell you, man.
So what you did was so powerful too. I mean, everybody, Sister Kadash, I mean, all of y'all was just, it was overwhelming, the talent. So I just want to say that you guys are going to see that she not only fulfilled, I believe, what Sister Byan was really trying to purvey, but you're going to see the absolute genius and talent that she is. Like, and I mean that honestly, all of these people that y'all going to see, witness to, is just blessed by the Most High, and we all know it and see it and appreciate that. So that's all I have to say, but beautiful.
And one more thing, shout out to Quadam, his wife, Octrip. And I want to give a big shout out to them because they traveled to California. The love and dedication that they've shown is it doesn't go unseen, you know. And I really appreciate you guys for really just taking the time to really come out and being supportive and just being involved in the video, the music, everything. So shout out to y'all for that.
All praise to the Most High. All praise. It was a pleasure. All praise.
Yeah. What my trumpet sound at now?
Yeah, because we're going to need more of that, you know, willingness and diligence to come together for a common purpose as we see these times approach upon us. So to have, you know, to take advantage of this time now, while we can still, you know, use our gifts and talents in a way in which, you know, the kingdom that we're currently in has afforded us the opportunity through technology and artistry to praise his name. It's a blessing, and we should take all advantages of it, just like coming together for this particular concert, which is another idea that Sis has left with us through the Spirit, right? A night of praise. You know, we're a lot of the artists, we got some of the artists in with us that are going to be there, right? We're going to allow them to come on and speak briefly on how they're anticipating this particular concert and tribute to Bayan Gabarah. But before we do that, we want to bring in some of the dancers, because she had her hands in inspiring artists, right? Inspiring change, right? But she also inspired those that, you know, artistry in different ways. So those that was a part of the praise team. Let me see here. We got it right here. No, let's get the praise.
Yeah, function first is with Qatar and Shala was on the function. So
Right.
If I'd like to share the video and if they can speak on that.
So we're gonna get the vid. Let's get that video.
All right. Bang. Which one here?
It's the function on stage. If you could start with 5 minutes, at the 5 minute mark to like 1 minute.
No, right here.
Function on stage, yeah, right there.
E1. We got an issue. It ain't showing here.
It's not?
Yeah, it's not showing here. Okay. It's the type of format.
It's a different format than what we usually use. You can type it in.
I can see. I can see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Or you maybe can do just
E1. E40 got flipped.
Both of them function in studio?
Yeah, I think we got the one on the studio.
Yep.
I mean that's
right
that's
both of them
her,
the same
that's
file,
her
though.
doing in the studio at Sister Qatar's house.
Yep. Both of them the same for some reason.
Same file. Yeah, it's the same file.
All right, give me a second here. I'm gonna try something else.
They could just speak on it because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sister Katara, we're gonna bring you in. Now you've been patiently waiting.
Where is she?
She's still in.
She's on
right there.
mute.
GNO.
Okay, there we go.
Shala's on mute too.
Okay.
Sister Shala's a part of that. Let's bring Sister Shala in so they both can speak on. Right there.
Right. Shala. There. Here we go. Good bang in my brother Brian's voice. All right, y'all. So we got our sisters in. Hitting no buttons.
Tell us how Tell us how it went.
Go first.
Shala, you on? Okay. Yes. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you guys for having us. I want to say thank you to Sister Abada and Rawathia and all of your family for just sharing your sister with us. Byan, I could say she was like a sister to me, but she is a sister to me, you know? And so that was a hard time we went through in losing her, but Brother Braun says it's a different kind of pain. So we do understand the example that she left, like get your work done and then we'll see each other again, you know? But I can witness to everything, all the righteous things that was said about our sister Byan. And what I want to add to that is that she is loved. She is still loved, and she is very much missed, you know? And so she was always very encouraging to me. Our work started together, not in music, but in event planning, you know, like others have attested, she was family oriented. And so that's why I can say like that's my sister. You know, her and Sister Abada, they welcomed us into their homes, different events. There were times we were just it seemed like every other Sunday, there was a family, a family gathering. This is outside of the church. So we would gather on the Sabbath. And then Sunday, we're going bowling, we're going to the movies, or we're doing karaoke at their house. And I remember telling my husband, or me and my husband, we would say, man, we're not getting any of our work done. Because, you know, Sunday for us in our culture, that's the first day of the week or work day of the week. And so we were like, man, we're not getting anything done, but we didn't want to miss the family gatherings, you know? And I am so grateful for that time we had together, because just the love that was mentioned prior, as far as the love that is amongst the Southern California body, it is very real, it is very sincere, and it's authentic. And I can say that for our sister as well. And me and some other sisters and I have discussed this in private. We don't get another Byan.
Right.
Ahaya created one of those. And I tell you, like, in her absence on this side, that's a high, because we do feel the absence, and we know, like, our sister is chilling and she waiting on us, and it's just her energy, her love. She's very loving, very giving. I have pieces of her all over my house because that's how very giving she was. She's like a big sister to me, and I do miss her very. The music, she was very encouraging as far as encouraging me to bring the energy on the track. Okay, so she would send us tracks, and every track she sent, hey, it was just like, okay, it was easy. It was easy for me to be myself on the track. She's like, you gotta have that energy. And so it was a lot of fun working with her. So function, that was all about the gathering. Like I mentioned, the family gathering, Sabbath gathering, Sunday, that's what we were talking about on that. Like, we gonna function and we gonna gather. And either you can join or you go do what you're gonna do, but we gonna do this over here in righteousness. And then even with praise the high, and this is my last thing and I'll stop, so I give Shala some time, with praise the higher, Sister Byan, she sent the track to me in Messenger, and she said, sis, I want you on this track. And she told me, she said, cut up. So I knew what she meant by cut up. She just wanted me to bring it, and she wanted that energy. She took the time. We would record at our house or Sister Shala's house. We would, she was big on stage presence, like Sister Rawatia mentioned. So anyway, in saying all of that, thank you guys. Thank you for having us. Thank you. This is healing for me because I went through my own trial at the time of losing her. And so I'm very honored to have my work with her. I'm so grateful to Ahaya that I have it, because that's evidence of our friendship and our fruits. And so I'm not one for social media or the camera or the stage, but I'm willing to do that for my sister, and I pray, I know we're going to have a lot of fun, and there's going to be joy in that. We're going to bring that energy that our sister would have us bring. So thank you again. All praises to Ahaya. Thank you guys for allowing me to share.
Oh, praise to the Most High.
Give me a minute.
Shalom, everybody. All praises to the Most High for this platform, for everybody here at Rawathia, Quadam, his wife, Zamaria, like the dedication. I want to say the same thing, like the dedication to travel this far. It's beautiful. What can I say about my sister, Byan? Okay, so I met her, 2015, I want to say. And this sister she's always been very charismatic, very beautiful, very just fun and just funny. Like, I can get my phone and just see like text messages of emojis and stuff at 3:00 in the morning. I'm like, sis, go to sleep. Are you up? So she was just very fun, very loving. I know the Most High was all over her because I personally struggled with, I knew that I needed to do music, or and he put it on her. He put it on her to help me, to push me, to motivate me. In the park, she started the choir. I mean, anything music. You think about the writing team, the choir, the tracks, the music, like, I mean, everything. I don't know. It's parking lot ciphers. Like, she bring her speaker out here. Come on, she bring her speaker out. We out there, doing ciphers, the tabernacles. This is Byan. She's initiating all this, But I want to go back to the Hebrew Credo. So I had listened to the Hebrew Credo before from New York. The sisters did the Hebrew Credo in New York. And me and Sister Byan, we briefly spoke on it, And one day we're at church and, we usually pray in. Well, I guess she had already talked to leadership. I'm in the back in the kitchen. And at the time, my name was Sawan, and she was like, I'm in the back and everybody's getting ready to pray or whatever. She was like, Sawan, they waiting on you. And she came back there like, I'm like, waiting on me for what? She was like, to do the credo. I said, this
on the spot.
like we only spoke briefly, but this is what I needed. I needed that, so I'm going in there and I'm doing the credo, and I'm telling you, she not only was she gifted in music, but she was gifted to motivate us, to pull out the gift, all of us. You understand, over and over again, pulling it out in Rawafia, in Renee, in Rapaya Allah, sorry. And everybody, Kadash, like it's just, I'm just so grateful to have been able to spend any kind of time with her. Sultry soul, These were like the last couple of weeks I was able to sit with her, and I'm just so grateful to have that time with her. I want to cry, Lord, help me.
I know, don't do it. I will do it. You do it.
Beautiful soul, little lady with a big spirit, and she is music. She's everything music, and I'm just so grateful, to the Most High. I know she's where she's neat, where we all know she is, And I'm just grateful. I'm excited, and it's just we are completing her blazing trail of works. Like we're just completing it. You understand? And it's just like she left here working, man. And I just praise the Most High to be involved in all of it, But yeah, function. She brought the beat to me, So we had some good times, bloopers.
So many
bloopers, but just she initiated it and she brought that part out, the whole rapping thing, So I'm just so grateful for her. I know the Most High places people in our lives for specific reasons, and that was her purpose. It was music. It was to pull the gifts out of everybody. And I'm going to close with the fact that I was just humbled to be able to even sing the credo at her funeral. I even heard her. I was trying to keep myself together, and I even heard it again. They waiting on you, Sawan. So I just praise the Most High. And I'll you.
All praises. And it continues like she said, her blazing trail of works. Everyone that has come on has shared their testimony and how she has encouraged them along their walk and finding out things within themselves that they were not even aware of. So that, I think one of the sisters said as well, you don't get many people that has that as much zeal within themselves to inspire you. So that is a blessing that she, the Most High blessed us with her for the time that He extended it for. So we're going to bring in a sister that got a chance to sit down with her and have an interview with her. This is Sister Shoshana. She's going to come in and tell us about that interview briefly before we get ready to head out, speaking about the night of praise. So, Sis Shoshana, hope that you're ready. We're about to bring you in.
Yeah, Shalom. I hope you can hear me. I had to take the headset off. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak on my wonderful sister, my beautiful sister. Wow. There are no words. Just like everyone said with the encouragement, this sister, so encouraging in everything. And one day she calls me up and she says, sis. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I need you to do an interview. I'm like, an interview? And she was like, it's your voice, sis. I really like your voice. And I want you to step up. And I want you to be the voice for I Am Media. And I want you to interview me. And I was like, my voice, I was like, I know nothing about interviews. But I was like, sis, anything you need me to do, I'm going to do that for you. Because I just can't begin to tell you how many ways she inspired me. So much laughter and joy is what I have as far as a memory of hers. And even with her, she wanted me to sing a song with her. Unfortunately, we didn't get that opportunity, but during the interview, I got to learn a little bit more about her, and her ultimate goal was to inspire people with her music and to wake them up. And so I can definitely say that I believe she's done that, and she will continue to do that, because I mean, she brought it in every way. You can't deny that, right? So I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. One other thing I want to say is that she did inspire a group, which is Sultry Soul, which is a praise group that she wanted to form. And there's about 7 of us that she put together, she handpicked. And she said, you know, I need you guys to come together. I have a vision on how I want this done, and each and every one of you are so talented. And she asked us to come together, and she provided the space, the microphones, the food, the love, the family. And we have grown so close together as sisters and singing the praises for the Most High. And she took songs and she arranged them and changed music, and just so much work and such a great spirit about doing that work. So, you know, I mean, if I go any further, I'll cry, because she was one of my best friends. I had the opportunity every Wednesday to have lunch with her. This was a standing date that we had for a very long time. Every interaction with her went on forever. And like some of the sisters would say, it would be 3 o'clock in the morning and she'd text me and I'd be like, Seth, go to sleep, you know? So nothing ever ended. Our text chain just went on forever. And she sent me things to make me laugh. And sometimes I just couldn't stop laughing. So much joy. I think on her every single day. And I'm very grateful that I had her as a part of my life. My life has forever changed in the best way possible. I just have to stop there, because if I continue on, I will be moved to tears. But one other thing is, I'm very fortunate because my phone brings across pictures of her all the time. So I do get to see her almost on a daily. And with this walk, it helped me to not be sad in it, but to be happy and praise the Most High for His will, because I know that His will is the right thing. So that way I don't receive those photos in the way that I might have in the past, you know. I smile now when I see them, and my heart is filled with joy. So, and that's it. I love her, and I'm thankful. So
I want to add something to that for the praise team. I don't know if she sent you guys the email, but I have this little book, her booklet where she writes all her songs. And she started off by saying, I don't know if you can read it. Shalom, sister. I want to start off by saying thank you for joining the team and making the event important and spreading the word through music. And I don't know if she sent that to you guys, but she had many books, and this book right here has all her. I told my sister, you gotta start writing. Even if you write it in the book, write your lyrics in the book or email it to me, because some things I might not understand what you're saying, and I understood what she was speaking, but it's like various people. It might be a word or something that I wasn't understanding, because I wanted to gather all this information to put it on her website. And she's like, really? You really need these lyrics? Yes, sister. Please just start emailing it to me as you go. And I'm glad I said that, because I have every single lyrics on her album and in this book. So I can actually put it in the album that we will be having at the concert, and that album will be only at the concert. So this is where you really want to come at the concert to to get this album. It's like a memorial kind of a thing. It's a tribute, and it's not just a cover of an album. It's everyone is going to be in that cover. That's in this on the music and in the concert.
So
I think that's everybody that spoke. I believe Sister Nathania had something to say too, and then I think we finished.
Nathania, bringing Sister Nathania in.
All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm really grateful. Just again, just to have been able to spend time with Sister Byan. I'm pretty excited. I'm the Most High placed this concert on her heart to get done. And all praise to the Most High. Our sister is doing her work. She is finishing her work, and it's so. I remember Sister Abada was sharing with me when I went to visit a couple of weeks ago how she really wanted to do something to bring us closer together, and in a way, not just us as far as those who are just locally here, but I mean across the four corners of this earth. And I'm looking at, and I'm sitting back, and I'm listening to everyone bringing forth what they're sharing about our dear sister and what you brothers are doing. It's truly a blessing in that with this concert, and again, our dear brother COE Entertainment, what y'all are doing is helping to make that happen. And through, yes, the vehicle is music, but even the much more just to see us coming together in the right mind, right spirit, and on one accord is even better. You know, that right there is the goal in getting that work done. So I just wanted to share that.
So with that being said, who's ready for the concert?
Yes.
Who's ready for this concert, right? It's going to be a big event. As we have been made aware of, sis was definitely a visionary. She saw it, and followed through with it. And we see that's a thing that's in their family, as it's been passed on our sister Abada. So, what would you say, sis? As we're gonna bring a few of the artists that's actually on the flyer that's floating around and that's being promoted on the social media. So if you haven't already, like and share that. Let's get the word out to whomever may be inspired to come and praise, whether they, don't know the true name at this point. We welcome you to come in and experience this praise, because it's going to be spirit felt. So I want to ask you, Sister Bada, I know you all had conversations about this concert, right? What was that one thing that sparked within you to say, I have to make this happen? This concert, it has to happen.
Well, my sister was talking about the concert pretty much the moment that she came into the truth. It was like 2015, 2016. She was saying, we should have a concert in the park. I just kind of ignored her for like a while, because in my mind, I don't have any experience in a concert, and let alone promoting it and doing the marketing and the campaigns and everything that goes with it, the venues and stuff. So really, I came into understanding that we got to do this concert. She's definitely serious about spreading the word. Like I said before, when she came into anybody she knows, they're going to understand this truth. So I said, you know what? If I don't know it, I can learn. And all praises to the Most High for COE. I couldn't do this with what you guys are doing with the campaigns and the radio show and the promotions like that you guys are doing for us. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just thank you for everything as far as this concert, and yeah, she just said, we got to do this. It is your mission, and it's supposed to be part of the mission statement for Highest Table. And I said, okay, sis, you're right. I will do it. And when I committed at that moment, you should have seen her face. It's just joy. It's just like, we're gonna do this together. We're gonna do this, all my sisters, all my brothers, and we're gonna come together. And that is the scope of that family that everyone was been talking about during this interview. So I thank you, all my sisters and brothers in Christ, and thanks COE for being a part of this mission, and you know, for my niece Rarathia, and my niece Kim, that it's really kind of like tough for both of them, because they were so closely knit with Sister Byan. But I just wanted to say thank you for bringing us on this show and bringing light to inspire how she inspired everyone on this show, and everybody that's not even part of the show. There was, like, at her service, there were so many comments of how she changed people. I didn't even know these people across the four corners of the earth. It's not even in the United States. People were texting from out of the United States, and I didn't even realize that they knew my sister. But she touched a lot of people's lives, so I'm blessed that I can be a part of this, and just bringing over. Basically, I got the baton passed to me, and I pass the baton to everybody on this show.
And let's all do our part with, fulfilling this vision and seeing it through. Like it's going to say, it's going to take diligence, it's going to take sacrifice. But when you said it, like, and I'm looking at, the brand or the name that you all put on the company, a Highest Table. Like, this event was inspired through a Highest Table. Who all wants to sit at a Highest Table?
Mm-hmm.
So let's all be there, or be square.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Let's be there. Let's build. And then I'm saying, like, let's get ready to bring Elroy in. We can bring Elroy in, and Quadam, all the artists that's on the flyer. But let's put our hand to the plow, right? Because this venue it's no rinky dink, no hole in the wall. This is a venue that's for the royal. Like, if we're really looking to operate in that royalty, like, come out and support it. Like, from what I'm seeing, and from what Sis has shared the vision behind the scenes, like, this is going to be an event like never before.
Right.
So you want to be there. I know my sister Mariah put it out there. Hey, if you haven't did your family vacation already, make this it. This should be it. It's a great sights you can see. We will be putting it out there for you. All of the events, and everything going on. We even have we're gonna have the artists, displaying exclusive items, exclusive songs and tracks. At the vendor's table before the event. So it's a lot of things you don't want to miss, along with, the live performances, and just an experience in the spirit with the Highest Table, man. So let's bring them brothers in, man. Elroy, man, how you feeling about this show, man?
Wow.
Shalom. Hey, man, shalom, everybody. Shalom, man. All y'all testimonies, man, pretty good, But as far as the concert, man, I'm excited about it. One thing I can say that I know it's all in the highest plan, because everything I try to do on my own didn't turn to nothing, and so with this going forward, that's how it's blessed by the heavenly realm. So, man, I'm pretty excited about it, and nervous all at the same time. I ain't never been to Cali. That's the nervousness.
Oh.
You know, I ain't never been to Cali, so
Yeah, he said.
yeah, Sister Bayan friend request too. That was like the free request, and I had something to Kyle and said, I said, man, this one of your people. He like, yeah, that's my auntie. This was like late last year, I believe, sometime somewhere off up in there. So it's just crazy how it all come in a circle or whatever. She was like, yeah, I'm a big fan of your music. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't know who it was. So I checked with Kyle and he would let him know that was his auntie. So yeah, man, I just say praise the Most High, man, for everything that's coming out. Cause I'm just being a humble servant. You know, it's the least I can do. You know, praise the Most High. I'm humble.
Praise. So can I ask you something, man? Anything exclusive coming out at the concert, man? You got to tell them exactly what it is. They got to be that.
Mind your business.
I know you got it up your sleeve.
Most definitely. I just gonna tell y'all. Most High winner. I could do Walking Like a Shia. That's gonna be hard. And that's all I got planned. Just Walking Like a Shia. Because I really want it. Cause I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot of people there that's not in Christ. So trying to walk it like the Shia, walk like Christ. That's the hook or something like that. And it's gonna go hard. It's gonna go hard.
Oh, praise. So y'all gotta be there. Y'all got to come see how we won't walk like a Shia. You feel me?
Yeah.
So man, Cordon, where you at, man? Still there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. I'm here, King. Shalom.
Yeah. You got Sam too.
Samurai, what y'all dynamic duo? What y'all bringing out for this concert?
I hopped in the circle too. I call it Sam now too.
Yeah, I think she'd have had to go. Look, she been on the sideline the whole time. I think she'd have had to finally go feed the kids. They're over here begging for food. You know what I mean? So,
hey, understood.
You know, you gotta feed them. But now, yeah, we got some things, you know, cooked up. You know, we got some things cooked up, some unreleased music, you know, and the Indignation 103 got a lot of tracks on there unreleased. And you know, we got some heat, you know, all praises to the Most High. So we still putting it together what we're gonna bring out, but I know it's gonna be a blessed event, especially when the Most High put his put his name on it. You know what I mean? So all praises. Yeah, I can't wait. I know when all the brothers and the sisters in Christ get together, you know, it's a beautiful thing. You never know what might happen. You know what I mean? So all praise.
Yeah. What a blessing, man. So
I'm trying to see what y'all gonna perform. What y'all
right. They over here trying
to y'all gonna perform. Y'all got some 100,000 of views, you know what I mean?
But yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. I may be reaching out to you, man. If we got time to do that, maybe we could do that, man. Because it's definitely, we got a lot of things in the vault. So we just pray that what we do bring forth, most importantly, that it Most High, and it encourages. Keep that praise in the midst of this, man. What did Paul tell us? Like when you're down and out and things like that, he says, you know, sing songs. You know, get cheerful, man. So we're not going to allow what they're trying to project on us through media to affect our praise. I know a brother got this song, "You Can't Stop My Praise," right? You can't stop. So
yeah,
we
check it out. Check it out though, y'all who don't know. So y'all know that our Chop, he got the song "They Sleeping on Me," right?
Yeah.
I already know they got 100,000 of views. Hey, but look, when we had that show in Houston, we had a show in Houston, and you know what I mean? Ain't nobody in Houston. So, hey, don't let Sean fool you. Sean got some jams too.
Praise be to the Father, man. So, hey, that means a lot coming from y'all, bro. Yeah, man. All praise. That means a lot coming from y'all brothers, man. So just y'all come out. If you could pull up the website where they get the tickets. What we need y'all to do when you go to the website, a highest table, when you come and sit at the highest table, we need you to subscribe. We don't need you to, you know, be there 1 minute and then you're gone. This is a table you want to stay at forever.
That's right. So
when you go there, the screen is going to prompt you to subscribe. So even put your email in there, right? This is the hub where you'll be constantly getting updated on what's going on, what's new, regarding this particular concert. And then you just follow through on the link that speaks about what it says, a night of praise, right? And you can buy your ticket.
A chosen generation, a royal priesthood,
You
a
can
holy
buy your
nation, a
ticket
peculiar people
while
that you
they
should
still
show
last, you know what
forth
I'm
the praises
saying?
of him that called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Yeah. And as you can see, the song kicks on soon as you come into the page, all right? So you get your tickets, go ahead and book your flights, get your hotels, and like I said, let's make this in a event of praise and of just enjoying each other, because the time coming where we're going to wish we could see each other, so let's not miss this one. So if it's nothing else anybody else got to say, I know it was a long one, but hey, it was needed. Like, we need more opportunities to express ourselves and speak on things that we may feel like no one wants to hear, but it needs to be heard, right? But on top of that, let's get ready for this night of praise. You're going to continuously be updated here at TBT Radio as well. All right. Also, I don't know if we spoke on it. Next week, we were speaking about the perspective video, right? It will be premiering here on TBT Radio first, all right, before it's released to everyone. So you want to be here, and we'll have more updates regarding the night of praise. So with that being said, hey, we appreciate everyone coming through, enduring through this show, and enjoying this time with us, man. Y'all have a blessed one. And with that, we're going to pray on it, and we're going to stay on it. It's been your brothers at TBT Radio. Shalom.
Shalom, man.
Shalom, family. All praise to God. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I guess it's how these cats get off. Trying to amount to a higher, and they know they just a spin off. Now back to the fact we adore him. He's the truth. We singing all praises to his glory. Trust me, a higher won't fail. The creator, and you only in yellow to tell you. Now that we're here, your career's done. Your nation mad.
Y'all make sure y'all come back this Sunday as well for the Hebrew Art Gallery as well. It's gonna be turned up there this Sunday.
Highest royalty. Fake Jews in the world sad, and they mad because their promise wasn't theirs to have. Something we had that they'll never have, and they mad because their promise wasn't theirs to have. Means that they can talk it but they can't get it, and they can walk it but they can't live it. Higher. It's so exquisite. He's on top of the world now. Don't forget it.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.